Hey, North Coast Church family. My name is Braden. I have the privilege of getting to be one of the pastors here at the Ramona campus. And today I want you guys to open up your Bibles to Matthew chapter 26, where, let me paint the picture for you. It's a dinner with a lot of tension around it. Sound familiar? Here we go. Verse 23. We'll just pick up there. Verse 23 says this. Jesus replied, "The one who has dipped his hand into the bowl with me will betray me. The Son of Man will go just as it is written about him. But woe to the man that betrays the Son of Man. It would be better for him if he had not been born." Ooh. Then Judas, the one who would betray him, said, "Surely you don't mean me, Rabbi." Jesus answered, "You have said so." And while they were eating, Jesus took bread and, watch what Jesus does next. And when he had given thanks, he broke it and gave it to his disciples, saying, "Take and eat, this is my body." And so on and so forth. That will be the very first communion the church experiences right after Judas will betray Jesus, and he will go out and he will then commit the act and he will sell him into the cross. But what I want us to pick up on today is when there was a tough tension moment in Jesus' life, he still chose to give thanks. Around a messy dinner table with the people he was closest to. That just sounds like this season right now. Where there's messy moments, where there's no reasons to be grateful, Jesus finds a reason to give gratitude, to give thanks. It makes me think of a story about my family. Growing up, I grew up in Arizona, but we'd always kind of take trips for Thanksgiving. And there's one time we took a trip down to California. And when we were down in California, I think we were down to like Mission Beach. We were paddleboarding down there, and as I'm paddleboarding around there, I just bought these new sunglasses, and a wave came and it took me off the paddleboard, and my sunglasses fell off. And I probably spent like 2 minutes go around looking for them, but really it's the ocean, there's sharks, they ate it. And so what I therefore would go do is I just go back to the beach and I look defeated, and as I look defeated, my family asks me what's going on. And I had this little cousin, and my little cousin is a shadow. Anywhere I go, he goes. Where I move, he moves. I don't want to say he's annoying, but he's kind of annoying. I loved it. In this moment, I turned to my cousin, and my cousin goes, "Be money. I will find your glasses for you." And I said, "All right, man, like, you go for it." So he grabs his snorkels, he grabs his fence, and he just charges into the water. And I'm such a bad cousin, because in this moment, 30 minutes goes by, and I'm just kind of getting my tan on, and I'm just kind of chilling, talking with my family, and 30 minutes goes by, and I just hear a splash out of the water. And he goes, "Be money, I found your sunglasses." And I go, "What? What did they say?" He goes, "Made in China." And I said, "Everything says that. What do they say on the side?" And he goes, "Oh, Oakley." I said, "That's dumb. Thank you." And he charged back up. We embrace each other. I throw him on my shoulder. You would think this kid just ran a marathon and won it. But no, all he did was find my sunglasses. And what I realized in that moment is that gratitude produces something in every single one of our lives. Where my little cousin was once a nuisance, he was now a blessing. And what I find is that my gratitude for him produced the love I showed him. And what I want us to understand is your gratitude for fill in the blank produces the love you show for fill in the blank. You see, my immaturity was that I was only loving towards my cousin when he did something for me. Have you been there? I was only loving towards my cousin when he was a blessing for me. But maturity in the Lord would say, no, we go out and we find the good in others. We find the blessing. We find blessings. We're not blessed so that we can just have blessings. We're blessed so that we can be a blessing, right? So this is what I want us to understand today, is that maturity in the Lord is we're not waiting for someone to do something good for us. Rather, we're the ones that find the good, and we are the good in that person's life. Why? Because we're grateful for the people in our life. And we understand that gratitude we have produces the love we show for people. So the gratitude I have for my family produces the love I show my family. The gratitude I have for my spouse produces the love I show my spouse. The gratitude I have for my church produces the love I show my church. And the list goes on and on and on. But I want us to catch today is simply this. When gratitude isn't experienced, love cannot be expressed. It's that simple. Christian, where gratitude isn't experienced, love cannot be expressed. And I believe as believers, we have to do everything in our power to accomplish this. Not just in the highlights and the high times in life, but also when it comes to the mundane, the difficult, and the moments where, man, eating dinner across from you is really hard to do. Would we be a church that is stoked to go love people like Jesus did? I hope you're encouraged by this today, and have a great rest of your week.